Good morning, student. Welcome to social science class. Student, in the previous class we have started a chapter of history, chapter number 8, that is devotional path of divine. So today we will continue with the same chapter. Okay, the next we are going to talk about the Islam and Sufism. The first important thing about Islam, that Islam propagated monotheism, or you can say submission to one God. Okay, and it also rejected idol worship. Muslim scholars developed a holy law called Shariat. Okay, the Sufi rejected the elaborate codes of behavior demanded by Muslim religious scholars. The sought reunion, or you can say unism with God, as a lover seeks his beloved with a disregarded for the world. That is the thought of the Islam. Among the great Sufi of Central Asia, some of them are like Ghazali, Rumi and Sadi. Sufism basically introduced many popular orders, or you can say the silsilas, of the which the most important, or you can say the most word spread, was the Shariat, or you can say the Chishti silsilas. These were the most word widespread popular order. The Chishti silsilas was among the most influential orders. A long line of teachers included, some of the names are over there: Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti of Ajmer, Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar Khaki of Delhi, Baba Farid of Punjab, Khwaja Nizamuddin Aulia of Delhi. Okay, the new topic is new religious development in North India. Okay, the period after 13th century, there is a new wave of bhakti movement in India after the 13th century. This wave was led by scholars like Tulsidas, Surdas, Kabir and Guru Nanak. Some other sons were also included in this, like Dadu Dayal, Ravi Das and Mirabai. Mirabai basically devoted towards the Krishna. A unique feature of most of these sons, the names that I have written over here, is that their work was composed in religious language and that can be sung also. Okay, now the next topic is a closer look about Kabir. Okay, Kabir probably lived in 15th to 16th century, was one of the most influential sant. Okay, he composed vast collection of verses called Sakhis and Pads, which was sung by wandering bhajan singers. Okay, his teaching openly ridiculed all form of external worship. Okay, now we are going to understand or talk about the Baba Guru Nanak. Baba Guru Nanak basically born at Talwandi and traveled widely before establishing a center at Kartarpur. Before his death, he appointed one of his followers as his successor. His name was Guru Angad. Guru Angad compiled the composition of Baba Guru Nanak and added a new script known as Gurmukhi. The number of Baba Guru Nanak increased through the 16th century under his successor. Okay, by the beginning of the 17th century, the town of Ramdaspur, means it is in Amritsar, had developed around the central Gurdwara called Harmandir Sahib. The second name of Harmandir Sahib, all of you know that is Golden Temple. The Sikh movement began to get politicized in 17th century. Guru Nanak emphasized the importance of the worship of one God. He insisted that caste, creed, or gender was irrelevant for attaining liberation. Okay, student, this is all for today.